Yes. Welcome back to another video. Hope everyone has been keeping well as always. So, this video is going to be an interesting one because I am essentially going to be documenting a journey. It's all going to be about using and applying the universal laws. I have been studying the universe for well over a year now, and I've known about the universe, let's say, probably for quite a few years without even realizing it, let's say. The deeper I started to dive, the more everything started to make sense, understanding my wisdom, my knowledge of what is going on in this world. And when I say this world, I do not mean this world, this earth, this planet earth, as to what we see it as with our own eyeballs, as to what we think it is, but to the universe as the creator. And for those of you that are watching this, you're probably interested in it or already know something about it, which is why you're here, because I've just attracted you to this video. To some people that is new and doesn't know what that means, you're probably thinking, what the are you on about? But this is where this documentation is going to come in, because I'm going to show exactly what it looks like when you're applying the laws of the universe through your everyday life, business, goals, personal life. Maybe it's a new relationship. Maybe it's a new car. Maybe it's a better situation. Maybe it's a new girlfriend or partner. Could be anything you want. That's the beauty of it. You can have anything you want because you are the creator of your own reality. That is the whole point. And people don't realize it because they're so conditioned and dumbed down by the propaganda and the social media. Other people that they've been raised by and grown up with and hang around with, they have been conditioned by their own environment, whether it be a place or it be a person or an atmosphere. They have been conditioned. Your subconscious has been programmed and is being programmed every single day of your life, and your subconscious runs the show. And when I say the show, it runs your life. Your subconscious is programmed in such a way where that's where your habitual thinking comes from. That's your paradigm, which is just a gimmicky and glamorous word to use nowadays, but paradigm is just basically your mind. You got your conscious, you got your subconscious, and you got everything else that goes with it. I won't get too deep into this specific video about all of it because that's the whole point of the documentary that I'm going to be going along with, because otherwise there's no point you watching any further if I just explain everything. But the whole point is, for each video that I'm going to do, I'm going to either talk about a manifestation win, a loss. Well, there is no loss, but let's leave that for another day. But wins, manifestations, synchronicities, signs, just even becoming a better person. And you can use that simply by using these laws, because in order for you to understand and apply the laws and principles of the universe, it will force you, and you will have to grow into a different person. You will have to become a different person. You will have to step into a new reality, into a new version of yourself, identity shift, which will then essentially mean you will have to become a different person. You have goals, right? You have goals, desires, targets to hit, and you want to hit them. You then need to figure out not how you're going to get to the goal, because that's inevitable. You're going to get to the goal. It's just the when and the how isn't necessarily down to you, which sounds confusing, but it's about becoming the person that achieves it, because the person you are right now isn't going to be the person that receives the Lamborghini, isn't going to be the person that receives the Dubai villa on the Palm. It's not going to be the guy with a big car collection and earning £1 million in profit every month and big property portfolios, because if you were already that person, then you would already have that. You don't right now because you haven't shifted your identity. You haven't created the new reality and left the old one behind. If you are someone who's deeply invested into the laws of the universe, the principles, I've been studying a book about the Hermetic principles and philosophies as well. I speak to a lot of people about this sort of thing. I thought, well, I've got a goal to move to Dubai in January, so it's about 7 to 8 weeks away, and I can document the daily manifestations, quick short videos, just daily updates or wins, let's say, as to what's happened. And I've already been seeing them every single day, and now I'm just going to document it so you guys can see it, and I'll talk about my mindset at the time, the state that I've been in, the emotions that I'm feeling, the books that I've read, the videos that I've watched, the audiobooks that I've listened to, the people that I've spoken to that have helped me get to this point that I'm in now, and to where I'm gonna go as well. I think this would be a great way for people to come along on the journey and resonate and see that it is actually possible. When you see someone on the other side of a screen, you realize that you can just do it yourself anyways. As long as you've got the wisdom and the discipline and consistency to apply it, then you can't really lose. There is no such thing as losing, because everything's perfect anyways. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. What is, and what isn't. Surrender, acceptance, less resistance. Everything's perfect. Everything happens for a reason. Divine timing, divine choice. If something bad happens to you, then that's only just your own perception, your response to the situation. It doesn't mean it's bad. If you fell over and you go, oh yeah, well, that was a loss today, that's only your perception, because of the thoughts that you've given attention to have developed a feeling that was negative, which you recognise as negative, which then gives you that, so say, dialogue to say, and you're conditioned in a way to say that was bad. But how do you know it was bad? For all you know, it's meant to happen. You might break your knee, and then you might end up having to go to a hospital to get it fixed, and you meet the one person that's going to make you rich. You never know how these things unfold, and that's the beauty of the universe, is you never know how, when, or why things happen, but only as to just let them happen through you and for you. Hopefully I can spread some wisdom, some knowledge, and inspire and add value, and then you guys can just apply it to your own lives. Comment down on the sections below on the videos to ask questions and stuff like that. You can network. It's the beauty of the platform. You can jump on a device, watch this video and drop a comment, and you never know who's going to respond to it or what's going to come from it. That's the beauty of the universe and the modern day of social medias and connections and networking. So, but yeah, stay tuned and see you in the first episode, I guess, or the next episode. Peace.